Just the Cats with Michael Bennett.
Hello, Big Blue Nation. Welcome to Just the Cats. My name is Michael Bennett on this Friday, Woo-hoo! August 7th, as first week of August. Here we go. And it is weird. I know I was teasing yesterday about the kids being back in school, but, man, it is weird seeing that they're in right now. We would have an entire another month of school.
Yeah.
When I was in high school or in school, period. I don't get this. Why are we starting school so early today? Is it because they get a fall break, a full week, which we never got? Is that the reason?
Well, I
mean, it's like 3 weeks. We did not start school until after the fair.
I don't know about over here in Kentucky, but
Yes.
I know Indiana, majority of the schools up in Indiana have moved to that year-round schedule where you do get a shorter summer, but you get 2 weeks for fall break, 2 weeks for spring break. So you get the breaks you do get are longer.
Okay.
But your summer's shorter.
Really?
But I wouldn't, if I was still in school, I wouldn't want that. Give me my full, 10, 12 weeks for summer.
Yeah.
I don't want anything less.
See, I kind of go back and forth which way I would want it. Would I want it to where it's all those weeks or break it up a little? I might want it to where I want it broken up. So you get started, and then you got a couple of weeks off. I don't know. I know studies have always shown that it's really bad to have the long summers off because students don't retain as much.
Mm-hmm.
And if they have shorter breaks, they do.
And it makes it really hard to go back as well.
Yeah, it does. But anyway, we were talking about break poison ivy report.
Yeah.
You just showed me your legs.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I hate to say it. That's just
gross.
Really bad.
And
yeah.
gross.
I don't want to say gross.
No, it's
but
gross.
It is bad.
Poison ivy is absolutely disgusting.
And knock on wood, watch me get it now. I'm going to get it. I've never had poison ivy in my life.
You're so lucky.
I don't know why. I've worked out in woods, and I've done all kinds of stuff. My parents had all kinds of woods in their backyard when I was growing up.
Some people just don't
never
get it. Some people don't.
Here's the weird part. At one point, I was allergic to penicillin.
Okay.
Okay? Back when I was in my 30s. I had this dentist work done on my teeth over the past couple of months, and I got a little infection. Well, she accidentally prescribed me amoxicillin, which is a form of penicillin. And I said, well, screw it. Let's take it. And I called it back. I said, I think she didn't mean to prescribe this to me because doesn't it show? Oh my gosh, Mr. Bennett, I'm so sorry. We overlooked that. Don't take it. I was like, well, I've been taking it, and it hasn't affected me at all.
Wow.
So can you come out of being allergic to something the older you get?
I think so. Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah. I was talking to my dad yesterday. He said he used to get poison ivy all the time as a kid. And, and he's in the woods all the time, and he's never gets it.
And he never gets it.
Nope.
Okay. So maybe there'll come a point in time that you won't get it again.
Yeah, because I'm just not going to go in the woods.
You're scratching your lip right now. You shouldn't be touching anything else on your body.
No, it can't spread anymore.
It can't?
No.
Why not?
Because what's done is done. The oil is where the oil is.
What's done is done, Dad.
Yeah.
Sit down and write us a check for $25,000.
I didn't realize that until this week, but apparently it can't spread. It can move to other parts of my body where the oil is because of like a late reaction. So it doesn't all react at the same time.
Yeah.
But it apparently cannot spread. And I can't give it to you. Like if I come
really? You can't?
If I come on you or whatever, you can't get it.
At what point?
Now. Any point.
Oh, really? So once you initially get it, I thought it could spread.
So I have to once I've washed. Obviously, I got this on Sunday, so I've obviously washed my body since then.
Yes.
But yeah, once you do that initial wash and you get that oil off your skin, it's no longer transferable.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. Well, I feel bad for you. I really do.
I'm in a great spot today compared to yesterday. You saw me yesterday. I was in a pretty rough headspace. I was down. I was depressed. I told my roommate yesterday there is nothing in the world that gets to me mentally more than poison ivy.
Really?
Nothing.
Poison ivy does.
Because it's like so you're itchy, but it's not really the itchiness that gets to me mentally. It's more so the mindset of I can't do anything about this. I've just got to let it run its course, and that really frustrates the hell out of me. So yeah, poison ivy. When I get it, I get so down.
To me,
and I always have.
There's two things that get to me that really get me going. If you want to ask, I hate to say it gets me down, but I think this is true for most of America, if not the world. It's finances. I think it's money that gets people down the most.
I'd agree with that.
After that, it's letting things linger.
But at a certain point, you got to let the money thing go.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, there's no need harping on it constantly.
Well, I think it's easier said than done. I think
is.
the number one thing that gets people down is money. Number two, what gets Michael Bennett down is letting things hang over his head, not doing things that he should be doing. So that's why it's always been important for me. Listen, if I want to get it done, I got to write it down. And if I don't write it down, it never gets done. Mm-hmm. There's a guy that I met years ago that I thought it was interesting what he did. He goes, the way he gets things accomplished at his office is he puts a whole row of pennies on his desk. And every accomplishment that he gets done for that day, he takes away a penny. And if there's any pennies left, he knows that he didn't get everything done. If they're all gone, then he's like, okay, I had a good day. I got everything done.
That's neat.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. So it's a visual, just like writing down for me. You know, you got the little task on your, if you have an iPhone. I have that little task thing. I'll use that, or I'll physically write it down on paper, and get it done. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. But go ahead.
My boss at the other station, she has a notebook that she writes all of her tasks in.
Yes.
And then at the end of the day, so she'll check them off as she gets them done. But before she leaves every day, she'll take a picture of it. So she doesn't freak out when she's sitting at home thinking she forgot something. She just pulls up that picture and sees, okay, I got all my stuff done.
Wow.
I think that's pretty cool.
Okay, I like that. So does she keep the picture, or does she throw the picture away once you know?
Oh, God, no. She is a mega hoarder. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I guarantee she's got 1,000 pictures in her phone of just a piece of notebook paper.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm married to somebody that's a hoarder. And if she heard me say that, she'd divorce me right now. She really would. And thank the Lord she is starting to clean out stuff. Because I got to a point, after my mom passed away, I didn't want to throw anything away that my mom had given me. Clothes, you name it, what she gave me, I did not want to get rid of it. I'm to a point now, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. But Patricia has gotten to a point where it's gotten worse. And we've got rooms full of stuff. Because I watch that, what's that show on the History Channel?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Oh, you don't watch the History Channel?
No.
They go out and buy stuff from people.
You're talking about American Pickers?
American Pickers, that's it. And it always amazes me, the people that buy buildings to fill it up with nothing but junk. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what are you doing? You don't enjoy any of that. You just keep it in a empty, now a very full building. And I can't imagine crawling all over some creepy old barn with no lights on, finding a snake or a rat or anything, a possum. I can't think what would be worse. I think a snake would be the worst to me, or a spider. I'm not that interested in picking stuff.
See, that's what you just described is how I feel about bourbon collectors.
Oh, really?
Like, to me, it just, that doesn't make sense.
Why?
Because, you got guys out there and gals out there with just thousands and thousands of bottles of bourbon that they're not even going to drink. Like, why?
Oh, my gosh. You're talking to one right now.
I know. And everybody in my life is a bourbon collector, and it's just one thing I will never understand.
I'll never get the money back on what I've spent.
How many of those bottles are you never going to open? What percentage of those?
90% of them.
Exactly. What's the point?
Just because I got one. See, here's two things. I love to collect different things. This is where we got a problem. I've already told you a couple of them. You know I like to collect bourbon. I like to collect rocks, which mean nothing. There's majority of the rocks I have absolutely zero value. Like I brought I told you, didn't I? I brought a rock home from Red Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that. And it has zero value, but it's from Red Rocks. It means something to me. The other thing I love to collect are derby glasses.
That one makes sense.
It does?
Because there's, like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Because what are you going to do with them?
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
your sons are going to have to deal with them when you
They
walk
want them.
past.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. They look forward to them, so I have to have 2 of each.
Okay.
Yeah. They look forward to it, especially my oldest son.
Now, the derby glasses makes more sense because they're historical. They've got a year on them, and
some of them do.
collectible.
No, I'd say vast majority of them do. They're the older you get, they don't have years on them.
Well, they have the derby number, right?
No.
What?
No. There is actually a derby glass that doesn't have anything on it. Oh, check it out. You don't believe me. Here we go. I love how you are.
When I look something up, it's not because I don't believe you. It's because I'm curious about what it entails.
I think it's like the early I think it's 1940. If you go look, there's a gloss. It's just called, or frosted. It's called frosted. Frosted derby glass. And it has nothing on it. It's just for frosted glass. So it's like, dude, how do I know if this is a real derby glass? It might be just some frosted glass you bought. So anyway, you have to trust from the people you buy. But yeah.
That's wild. I thought they would all have their numbers.
No, not at all. I don't believe the first one, 1938, 1939, has a number on it. But, yeah. And neither does the 1940s when it was wartime, when they had the plastic ones that are called Bakelite. So, yeah, it's like my dad would say, we would have junk in the garage. It's like, Dad, why do you have that? It's like, well, you never know if I'm going to need it again. It's like, oh, my gosh. It's not true. You will literally never need that again.
I mean, I'm not a hoarder, so I don't really understand that mindset.
I know, but it's okay. Yeah, I could not watch that show, Hoarders, because it just got on my nerves.
Oh, it's gross.
Oh, it was terrible.
It's gross.
Oh, it really was. I mean, the things that people would keep and you couldn't walk around, or a kitchen. It's like, oh, my gosh, man.
I don't want a path in my house of boxes that I have to walk through.
Yes, exactly. So, all right, let's talk about the Hall of Fame game last night. Did you watch it? Because I will have to say, that was one of the more entertaining Hall of Fame games I've watched probably ever.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, I'm not kidding. To the last touchdown with 2 seconds left. And in the Panthers quarterback, what was that, Cam Gill, runs for a 5-6 yard touchdown.
No,
that was fun.
Haynes King.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to talk about Cam Gill as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was fun. I got to give it up for Mike Tomlinson. I didn't know how. Listen. I'm a Bengals fan, so I don't like the. Huh?
Mike Tomlin?
Yeah, Tomlin. I said Tomlinson. I'm thinking Mike Tomlinson, the trainer over at Churchill Downs. Mike Tomlin. I am not a Steelers fan. But I have always been a Mike Tomlin fan. Mm-hmm. I just think he's an upstanding, really good coach. Now, they did say it a little too much last night, that he never had a losing season. It's like, okay, we get it. We all know he never had a losing season. The people that are watching this game know that Mike Tomlin did not have a losing season. But that's to be commended. But don't repeat it as many times as they did. But I thought he did a great job. What did you think?
I didn't think they said it enough, to be honest.
Oh, my gosh, of course not. You're a Steelers fan.
No, honestly, though, I thought he did a tremendous job.
Yes.
It was entertaining listening to him, and I knew once he transitioned to that TV role that he'd be really good, because he is just he's well-spoken. I like listening to Tomlin. He very obviously has a high IQ in terms of football.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, he's going to be great.
Yeah,
and also,
he is.
Did you see the Luke Kuechly and Greg Olson interview?
I did.
I thought that was very entertaining.
It was.
How would you feel if you were on their middle school football team? And your coaches are Greg Olson and Luke Kuechly?
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And Olson was talking about, I'm not happy we had to skip practice today. It's like, dude, it's middle school. You think it's that big of a deal? Well, we got to practice. It's like, come on, man. I thought that was great. You could tell there was a tremendous love and admiration for each other. Mm-hmm. And I like that. And because, you look at football players that have battled in games for many years, and then they end up, you find out they're really good friends. That's why I love the whole Larry Bird, Magic Johnson thing. For years back in the day, and that was the era of my favorite time of NBA basketball, was Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And to see them when they're together, and you could tell there's a real love for each other. All right, Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley, same way.
Mm-hmm.
They hated each other when they played against each other and when they played in the NBA.
I think you could make the argument they still do.
No, they don't. I think it's a bit of an act now. I think they really, to me, that's a brotherly love right there. You can argue but still love each other at the end of the day.
Sure.
And I think that's what they have right there. But I look at that, and I think that's what you have with these two guys. And I enjoyed that interview. I thought it was a great interview. And congratulations to him for getting into the Hall of Fame. I mean, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And it was good for him. I don't really have anything to add there.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much.
Sorry, I was a little checked out. I was looking for a song.
Oh, you okay? Well, don't do that right now. We're not going to break yet.
We're getting ready to.
Well,
and I'm not prepared.
It's okay. We got plenty of time. You know me. I can keep going on and on and on and on. All right, let's talk about Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth. They sounded like they were mid-season form right there.
Yeah.
And it's probably they didn't practice or anything. They just got on the mic and started going at it. All right. I'm hard-pressed to say they are, well, are they the best announcing duo in the NFL? Because I tend to think they are.
I would say probably, yeah.
And I think it's because, you and I admitted yesterday, our favorite announcer, play-by-play announcer, is Mike Tirico.
Well, that's my thing. My favorite is Mike Tirico,
yes.
But Chris Collinsworth's not my favorite.
Why don't you like Chris Collinsworth?
No, I do. I'm just saying he's not my favorite. So,
who's your favorite color guy?
But when I average them out, they probably are the best.
Yeah.
It's a great question. I mean, I really like Tony Romo.
Do you really?
I really, really do.
Yeah. As soon as
Troy Aikman, I think, does a good job.
I think
well.
Troy Aikman does a really good job. Tony Romo is not my favorite. When I hear him talking, I got to turn him off. I'm not a fan. I love Jim Nantz, but Tony Romo, I just don't think has it. And I think that CBS is trying to get a way out of that.
Well, Tony's only entertaining because he does the whole play call thing where he tells you exactly what play's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I just find that entertaining.
I just think Chris Collinsworth is far better. And I know he played for Florida, and I know he beat UK that night. I was there at Commonwealth Stadium, but I don't know. Chris Collinsworth, I just think does a better job. And he's a former Bengal, and he lives in northern Kentucky. So anyway,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a lawyer. His father-in-law is a lawyer. His wife is a lawyer, former cheerleader at UK and Holly Band Camp, and then he's a lawyer as well. So anyway, I'm just right there. I guess I like him. The part that amazed me is that Mike Tirico, there's players out there that have never played in the NFL, most likely will never see the light of day on an NFL field, yet Mike Tirico knew every one of the players.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, is amazing.
I mean, that's your job as a broadcaster.
Yeah, but, I mean, come on.
He doesn't know all of them. He's got a cheat sheet sitting in front of him.
I understand he has a cheat sheet, but he certainly acts like he knows every one of them. Clearly, he doesn't know all of them. But the way he does his announcing, acting like he does, acting like these players have been out there for years, I just think I'm impressed by it. Carson Beck, I thought he looked good.
He did.
What was he? 15 for 19, 188 yards.
Mm-hmm. And a tutty.
Exactly. I listen. Will he be starting before the season ends?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because they didn't. I think they just gave Brissett a new deal.
Oh, they did? Okay.
So I don't think he will. But
well,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Granted, that wasn't the team that the defense that he would be playing against.
Exactly.
But he still looked good.
Yeah, he did. I thought both rookies looked good. Haynes King looked good, too.
Haynes King, especially since he scored that last touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
It reminded me, I said on my show this morning, reminded me of the Mendoza National Championship run.
Oh, really?
He didn't take the hit at the end or didn't have to do the spin move that Fernando did, but it reminded me a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, the part I enjoyed the most, I will say, is Cam Gill playing.
Yeah, that was cool.
If you don't know who Cam Gill is, he was the defensive edge player that played for the Louisville Kings. And here he is playing for the Carolina Panthers. That's really cool. I was excited for him.
Did they touch on that at all, that he played for the Kings? I don't remember
If they did, I don't remember at all. No, I don't either. So if they did, they should have, because I think that's beneficial. There's no direct correlation or connection between the UFL and the NFL, right? But clearly there is a path.
Yeah, not officially, but is it UFL? Yeah, UFL.
Yeah, UFL.
They want to be the minor league of the NFL, basically.
Yeah. I think now that you got, was it 5 players that went from UFL teams this year into the NFL?
That's it? I thought Louisville City.
For last night.
Louisville City. I thought Louisville had like 3 alone.
I was thinking, no, I meant for the game last night.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Listen, if there's not a path right now, to me, it proves that there is a path.
Mm-hmm.
And they should. It would be nice if they went ahead and just said, okay, let's have some sort of connection here. I would like that. So anyway, all right, we got to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to talk about something Justin doesn't want to talk about. Well, we're going to talk about it because it might be the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
No, I want to talk about it.
Oh, you do? You're going to get worked up again?
I needed a segment to cool down.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So you allowed that.
Yeah, okay. I allowed it. Now you're settled down. Now you can get worked up all over again and take another segment with a break. Plus,
let's do it.
We got to talk about this traffic guy up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Wait till you hear this story. It's the craziest thing, and you got to go watch the video, too. So stay right there. We got a lot more of Just the Cats on this Friday. That was really crazy right there.
What?
When that song first started, it sounded like you had done it like, how people get on social media and isolate singers' voices. That's all I could hear was Rick Ocasek singing that song, Let the Good Times Roll. Literally in my headphones, it was Rick Ocasek, isolated singer.
Is that not who sings this?
Yeah, that's the Cars.
So you weren't getting the music?
I wasn't getting the music. I was getting isolated vocals.
Interesting.
Is that wild or what?
It is wild.
I'd love to know if that went over the air or not.
I mean, I show on my podcast that, all that, the music was picking up.
I wish you could play that again and come over here.
And I heard it in my ears.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That is wild. I thought, oh, man, you're playing some isolated vocal song. That was wild. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that if y'all didn't get that, but I certainly did. Maybe I'm vegging out, and it's
tripping?
It's good. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm going to see the doctor. I'm getting my first physical today.
Ever?
No, not ever in the past year. So I'm going today to get a physical. I'm not allowed to eat anything. I'm starving. And I wanted to make sure I could at least drink water. Because they forewarned me when I made the appointment. Now, Mr. Bennett, remember, you're going to get a lot of blood taken from you. I'm like, great.
So can you drink water?
Yeah, I can drink water. So I'm sitting over here drinking some water right now because I don't want to get dehydrated. My veins are so small in my arms that sometimes you've heard me talk about that. I've literally yelled at the person trying to get the blood from me. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I can't find any videos. I see a lot of videos of people going down the steps, lining up, and going to Rupp Arena for the open practice yesterday. And which I appreciate. J.D. Shelburne kind of broke the news to us, so we broke it on the air. And you're like, because I didn't know what he was talking about. All he says, "Get your ass to Rupp." It's like, dude, I'm on the radio.
Wait, so did he end up going?
No, he's in Nashville. Are you kidding?
That's why I was so confused yesterday.
Me too.
He acted like he was going.
Yes, he acted like he was there. But no, I just don't see anything where. I mean, I see a few people. They do have it curtained off at the end zone, one end zone. But, no, I just don't see anything where it's a bunch of people there. But, listen, Mark Pope needs to do more of this. I thought it was a fantastic idea. You told me on Crosstalk, Scoots on Sunrise with Scoots, that Mike Rutherford was jealous of this. Mm-hmm. Mark Pope needs to do more of this because, last year, Mark Pope maybe said a little too much, bragging about this team, and I think he kind of realized maybe that's not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So what is he doing now? He's letting the team do the talking for him.
Yeah.
And because more people came out of that and said, okay, this team might be pretty good. One of the big two things that came out of it. One, Momcilovic was hitting shots and not missing. Now, he missed a couple, but every shot he put up.
Unacceptable.
Oh, I know it. But every shot he put up. Mason Williams was the other talk, saying that, listen, as a freshman, the kid's going to get minutes because he looked really good out there. And then Zoom Diallo clearly is the leader because he was the most vocal. Now, he made some turnovers, but you're going to do that as a point guard.
Absolutely.
But he was the most vocal. He is the clear leader on this team. But what Mark Pope did yesterday, it's not anything new, but for Kentucky, it is new. Mm-hmm. And we have a different kind of fan base.
But I really thought that you brought up a good point there is, last year, he almost did come out and say to the fan base, "Hey, here's what you should expect with this team." And I didn't agree with it at the time. I mean, we broke it down, some of the crazy statements he had last summer. But you're right. I mean, opening the practice like that will allow fans to get in the building and it allows them to formulate their own opinions about this team. You don't want to be told from the head coach what to expect from this team. You want to get your eyes on the team and make your own opinions. And that's what the advantage was to yesterday.
Well, you tend to believe what the fans are saying then. Because they're not going to sit down here and say, this team's not very good. They're going to talk about this was exciting.
Trent Noah shot 8 for 10 from 3.
Yeah. Did he really?
No.
Okay.
That's what Pope would have told us.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he would have said 21 for 22, and and he shot it from over the half court side. It's just like I love Mark Pope. I want him to be the coach, but he tends to exaggerate just a touch. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to call it a lie. I mean, my dad loved to exaggerate in a fun way. I mean, you knew he was exaggerating.
You exaggerate.
I exaggerate. Yeah, when do I exaggerate?
I mean, I'm not going to bring up specific examples, but
I want to know the specific example.
I'll point it out next time.
Oh, you will? Okay. But yeah, I do. I love exaggerating.
Everybody exaggerates.
Everybody does.
At some point or another.
Especially fishermen and golfers, okay? I caught a fish that was this big. It's like, no, it was this big. But anyway, I want Mark Pope to do more of this. And I think that he realized yesterday, hey, man, I kind of hit a home run here. And he did. He definitely hit a home run yesterday, allowing the players, allowing the fans to come there and watch. Mm-hmm. Now, do you like that he did it just an hour before the practice was going to be open, or do you think he should have allowed people to plan a little and maybe announce this the day before?
No, I think the way he did it was perfect because it may have been planned days in advance, but just doing it that close to practice time made it feel genuine to me.
Yeah,
like it made it feel like this was an idea that he just thought of just moments ago, even if it had been already a couple days in the works, but just it made it feel genuine. I liked him doing it like that.
Yeah,
it makes it more of an exclusive thing.
Yeah,
too.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to the Whiskey Thief text line 502-414-1450. One person said, "I don't care what your science says." I love the start of this already. I believe everyone eventually becomes lactose intolerant sometime in their adulthood. Who here can down a glass of creamy cow water without getting the bubble guts? But I still do from time to time, especially the chocolate variety.
I mean, I smash milk at least once a week.
Do you really?
Yeah, I love it. Especially if I'm eating something sweet. I've got to have milk with it.
That sounds disgusting to me. The thought of drinking milk.
Judge me all you want, big guy.
No, I'm not judging you. I'm judging me. I just can't do it.
Judging me.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I still go back to Anchorman, and milk was a bad choice. Yep. It was. Milk was a definite bad choice.
Don't drink it when it's 110 degrees outside. You'll be all right.
I don't even like the chocolate. And then the straw. They came out with straw. Oh, you're exactly right. No. Don't like it.
You don't like chocolate milk?
I don't. I'm not a big chocolate guy.
Get the hell out, Michael. That's un-American.
Sorry. And then they came out with that. Do they still have strawberry milk?
Strawberry milk was always like a for me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not something I look for.
Yeah. I do like, what is it they do at the Wimbledon? They have the strawberries and cream. I do like that.
Okay.
My mom used to give me for a dessert, she would cut up fresh strawberries, put it in some milk, and then add sugar to it. Oh, I did like that. So that's kind of like strawberry milk, I guess, except it had real strawberries in it.
Because you're healthy.
Oh, wasn't it great? Yeah. Well, my mom's a Southerner. Everything had sugar, either sugar, salt, or butter in it. That defines Southern right there.
That's why you're Butta Bennett.
Don't start the whole Butta Bennett, okay?
That's not going anywhere.
It's not? Okay.
When my brother talks to me about you, he calls you that every time.
Oh, good. I appreciate you explaining this, Texter. Michael, yesterday my Jared Prickett reference was to a 4-year. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. A 4-year player. I just want to see one transfer in an extra if a coach is fired or leaves. College sports simply should not involve lawyers. College sports should not involve agents either, but it is. And unfortunately, I think lawyers and agents are here to stay in college sports.
Yep.
But yes, will we ever see a 4-year player again, the Jared Prickett? Thank you for explaining it, because I honestly did not get it. But I think so.
I do too.
I don't think the 4-year player. Now, if John Calipari was still the coach here, no. But that's not a knock on Cal. I promise it's not a knock. He just recruited in a completely different way. I think we'll see some.
I mean,
they're just few and far between today, unfortunately.
Hasn't Thomas Hawk played at Florida all 4 years?
Oh, has he really? I didn't realize that.
I think he has.
I think you're right. Good call right there. Let me get to one more before we go to break. Let's see here. Morning, fellas. This is from Josh. My wife has a milestone birthday tomorrow. She's been a JCPS teacher for 17 years. Congratulations. That's dedication right there. So this is her yearly present of going back to school, the joy of teaching middle schoolers. That being said, Michael, what did you do for Patricia's milestone birthdays? Oh,
Probably forgot him, if I know Michael at all.
That is not true at all. Come on. Jeez, man. Well, I did give her, milestone birthdays. For her 30th, I gave her a surprise birthday party. For her 50th, I gave her another surprise birthday party. And then for her 60th, I gave her a ring that she's wanted for years, which was a, what do you call the green stone? Emerald.
Emerald.
Yeah, I bought her an emerald. So yes, listen, there's one thing that old Michael Bennett doesn't forget. That's birthdays. I don't forget birthdays and anniversaries. Now,
Just names.
Now, I'm not exaggerating here, smart aleck, okay? May the curse of poison ivy hit you this weekend.
What a jerk.
But I just, listen, well, because the anniversary and birthday of my boys is easy to remember. It's all on one day.
Right.
So that's easy. So I only have 2 birthdays to remember, or 2 dates to remember.
Mm-hmm.
May 21st, and then my wife's birthday, December 13th. That's it. And I'm good to go. So I don't know. I made sure. The other thing I would do, especially on those days, make sure she doesn't cook. Make sure she doesn't have a single thing to do.
Clean the whole house.
I don't do that part. So.
Oh, wait, your birthday's in 2 months and a day.
Yours is coming up.
It is?
Huh?
It is 2 months.
Okay, I thought you were questioning that.
No, I said yours is 2 months and 1 day. Mine's 2 months and 8 days.
Wow, it is.
Yep.
I didn't realize that.
We're
Good.
getting old.
Yeah, and it's not stopping. The older I get, it's kind of bothering me now. The inevitable's coming. Yeah, it's kind of bothering me now.
You've reached that age, huh?
Yeah, I think so. It's like, okay, I am officially Jerry Bennett, my dad, because Michael, you just enjoy every day, son, because one day you're not going to be able to enjoy it.
It's
so,
true, though.
It is true. The older I get, it's like when I was back in my 20s and 30s or teenage years. It's just like, hey, it's another day. Let's keep going. So, and now it's like, nope, slow down, buddy, slow down.
At what age, let me ask you this real quick before we go to break. At what age did you feel like you were the healthiest and just the most confident, where you felt the best in your life?
I would say in my, between my 30s and 40s. It wasn't a particular date. In my 30s and 40s, I was, and then when I got to be 50, it didn't matter anymore.
Because I heard a stat yesterday that on average, most Americans feel the healthiest, the most confident, like the best in their life at 47.
47, really? Yeah. Huh. Okay. I would say my confidence is still here. It's just it's here in a different way.
Sure.
In my 30s and 40s, I had a little bit of an ego because I'd done well in business, I'd done well in life, and anymore I don't care. The financial part does bother me because I want to be but it's changed. It's evolved. Mm-hmm. So my concerns when I was younger is I got to get there. I got to be like my dad, successful. And now today it's like, okay, I want to make sure my boys are okay.
Sure.
I want to make sure their kids are okay. That's where I am today. And that's the way my dad was. Mm-hmm. My mom was very much, she didn't care about money. She never had any when she was a kid. And so I grew up in a household. I had nice stuff, but it wasn't the end all. It just didn't matter. So, I was taught to share it with everyone. So church, people that need it, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's not get off on a tangent like that. But let's take a break.
You started it.
Oh, what's that?
You started it.
Did I start it? Okay, sorry about that. Well, you started talking. No, you asked me the question. At what age? 47. Don't hand it.
I didn't know your brain was going to go that direction.
I didn't either. I mean, my gosh, we're getting deep today. I want this to be a fun, half-hearted show, okay? 502-414-1450. Keep sending me those texts right there. I promise we got stuff to talk about that's sports related. wait till you talk about the new Boston coach, what he did. Plus, we are going to talk about Purdue. Stay right there. More Just the Cats coming right up.
I must be dreaming. Second.
We're going to skip. Hold tight.
What are we listening to?
This is the song you said.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, why don't you find it where it plays?
Most of the time, songs usually just start on YouTube. We don't have to listen to a minute monologue.
Jeez. Oh, well. So much for listening. Exactly. Thanks a lot. That's the only thing I wanted to listen to today.
So mad.
Now you're giving me the bird.
Because we have dead air and you're just over there laughing your ass off.
Was that my fault?
Funny to you.
It is funny to me. I hate to tell you, it might be a permanent game with me. Okay? Just to see how long I can keep you over here.
You do. You extend it. You keep asking questions. On purpose.
Well, you come over here, and don't get me wrong. I love it when you leave your studio and come over here.
Well, it's never happening again.
So, no, don't do that now. So, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, we are in literally 2 different rooms, separated by a wall. So, we can't see each other except for looking at each other. Well, you can't see me unless you look on the YouTube screen. But I can see you through my computer monitor right here. And so usually Justin leaves the studio and comes over here, his studio, and comes over to my studio and talks to me. And we have just as much fun conversations during the break as we do on the air.
Maybe more.
I tend to think that sometimes.
It's not radio safe all the time.
Well, yeah, probably not so. Not by Michael Bennett, let's just say that. Make that perfectly clear. But and then we get going. Now, there's been a few times it's been completely innocent. We get to talking, and you forget we got to go back on air.
Mm-hmm.
But there are those times that I like to push it a little longer just to see if you'll forget.
You know what dead air does?
Waste time?
No, it has people turn the radio.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's why we have to avoid dead air.
Okay, all right.
That's why we can't do that.
We'll avoid it, but it still makes me laugh. Michelle texted out, Michael, my hubby was allergic to penicillin. He got tested again, and he's no longer allergic to it.
Hey-oh.
See, I like that then. So I firmly believe I'm not allergic to it either. I in my head, I was thinking, okay, I'm starting to feel a little itchy because I had to go. When it happened, I had to go to the hospital. My wife took me to the hospital, and I had a rash all over, and they had to give me a shot of Benadryl.
A shot of what?
Isn't it Benadryl? Benadryl, yeah. Well, penicillin.
You just made up a medicine. That's awesome.
I mean, it's a combination of penicillin and Benadryl. So it's Benadryl. It's Benadryl. So but anyway, but I think that's great, Michelle. Thank you for letting me know. I think I'm cured. I'm no longer allergic to penicillin, because that would be always the first question every doctor would ask me. Is that, sir, are you allergic to any? Oh, yeah, you are. Penicillin. It's like, yeah, I'm allergic to penicillin. But I don't think I am anymore. So, because I took that entire bottle and I had no reaction. So that would mean I'm not allergic, wouldn't it?
I would say so.
I think I am. So, by the way, if you want to join us on YouTube, you can do that. Look up Big X Sports Radio Louisville, and you'll be able to see my big ugly face, and as well as Justin's really good looking face.
Whatever.
48 handle.
He's trying to suck up.
No, I am not trying to suck up to you. Are you kidding? Chris Collinsworth, this is from 48 Handley. Chris Collinsworth raced a thoroughbred at Turfway Park.
Is that true?
I have no idea. Good for him. I wonder if it won. I can look it up during break and see. You look on Equibase. You look up owners and look up Chris Collinsworth. If you look up Equibase, are you going to look that up?
I'm going to try.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Equibase, EQUIBASE.com. And then you can see up there at the top left-hand corner, you can push those lines, and it'll say perform a search or something like that, profile search, and you can look up that. So, John here. They gave Jacoby Brissett, I believe, just a one-year deal, so the Cardinals are not that in on him.
That's a good point, John.
It is a $15.5 million contract, but it does not mean that Carson will not start at all this season. Carson Beck just looks like a guy that should be starting in the NFL. He has an NFL name, plus, that's the reason you start the guy. So, But so does Levis, but he shouldn't be starting. He has an NFL name. Plus, all those years playing in the SEC got him ready. It just means more. He is no Patrick Mahomes, but he is good, and you'll see that, I believe, throughout his career. So there you go.
I don't believe in Carson Beck like that.
I probably don't either yet, especially knowing he looked good last night. But come on, this is, number one, it's an exhibition game. Number two, he wasn't seeing the full strength of a starting defense in the NFL.
Right.
That's the biggest difference right there. But if you gradually bring him in and he gradually improves, he will be a starter before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I really think so. I think they're going to be all in on him.
By the way, I was watching Quarterback yesterday on Netflix. I don't know if you've gotten into that at all.
I have not.
Okay. So this season, it's Baker Mayfield, so you should really watch it.
No.
Jaden Daniels.
That makes me not want to watch it.
I can't remember who the other two are, but Jaden Daniels was injured last year when they had to play the Chiefs.
Right.
And the way he's just sitting on the sideline, and he was geeked out to watch Mahomes live in person, but he's sitting on the bench the whole time like, this guy's good.
Oh, really?
Like, this guy's really, really good. Just the way he was enamored with Mahomes, I thought was really cool.
Yeah. One person texted in, said, not allowed to hate on chocolate milk. I didn't hate on chocolate milk.
No, you hated on it.
I did not. Stop saying that. All I said is I don't really care for it.
I'm with you, Dexter. It's un-American.
Oh, my gosh, man. That's not what he said. He just not allowed to hate on chocolate milk. I never hated on chocolate milk. All I said is Michael Bennett does not care for chocolate milk. I don't care for milk. It doesn't matter what kind of milk it is. Now, if it's ice cream, I'm all in.
But not chocolate.
Not chocolate. No, not chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate guy. I'm just not. Why is that hard to believe?
Because chocolate's incredible.
Okay. All right, then. Have you ever watched the videos of people actually making chocolate?
No.
It's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah. It's pretty. You can look it up and how they harvest it and then go make real chocolate from it. I was fascinated. It's like, okay, I want to try that one day. I think it'd be a complete waste of time. Thank you, Mr. Illinois, for misspelling my name, Michael. Don't put your crimes out on the radio. What do you mean crimes? It's prohibited to take rocks on protected land. I'll read it to him, straight to him. Stay right there. One more hour, just the cats, right after this.
Welcome to Just the Cats with Michael Bennett.
502-384-1450 if you want to call. 502-414-1450 if you want to text in on the Whiskey Thief text line, or you can tweet me at Just the Cat Radio. So, yes, in March of 1983, are you ready for this?
Yep.
I don't remember this. Maybe I do just a little bit, but Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver Chris Collinsworth famously raced a 7-year-old thoroughbred horse named Mr. Hurry in a 41-yard publicity stunt at Latonia Racecourse, which is now known as Turfway Park, losing by 9 lengths.
Wait, he raced
the horse. He didn't own the horse. He raced it.
What a moron. Did he think he was going to win?
Collinsworth has always been involved in thoroughbred horse racing ownership over the years. So there you go. That's why I have no idea. Collinsworth was known as one of the NFL's fastest young receivers, but stood no chance against the animal, clearly. But anyway.
Is there any age a horse could reach where you think a human could beat it?
No. Well, I mean, if the horse doesn't want to run anymore, it only wants to trot.
But what if it's
maybe
like 15, 16 years old? You don't think a human could beat it? Because, I mean, if humans slow down
maybe so
over time, horses have to as well.
Mean, well, they say Mr. Hurry was selected as a jokingly bad racehorse, having lost 107 of his previous 109 career races.
Holy smokes.
Yet bolted out of the gate to an easy victory. There you go. Oh, my God.
I know there's a what do we call him? Influencer, I guess, now. I Show Speed is his name. He recently raced a horse as well, and he got smoked.
Oh, come on.
Smoked.
All right. Usain Bolt. Could he potentially beat a racehorse? Maybe if it's older, but I know there's no way. I mean, a horse's stride.
In his younger days, maybe.
I see no way it happened.
If he was younger and a horse was older, potentially, but I doubt it. Now, his son, Lightning Bolt may be able to beat a horse.
These names, they're killing me.
That was the perfect name to name his son.
Really?
You don't think so?
What's the other famous
Northwest?
Exactly. Thank you.
That one's dumb. But I think Lightning Bolt's awesome.
Do you? Okay. It's unique. I'll leave it at that. But I don't remember this. That's pretty freaking cool. One texter said, Michael, I'll save you a copay. Just turn your head and cough.
Yikes. Jamie, what are you saying there, my man?
Oh my gosh. I think he meant race as in Collinsworth ran against the horse. You're right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, that was the case. But I kind of vaguely remember something like that. Okay, let's talk about, by the way, if you want to text in, please do, because I love it when Justin and I were talking about this. Why are you laughing about this?
Jamie also says, Scoot sounds like he's back in high school. I swear it's not contagious, baby.
I swear it's not contagious what?
Baby.
Oh, my gosh, man. Okay. All right, then. Well, there we go. Back to high school jokes. This will make you stop laughing. Purdue's new athletic director, Tommy McClellan.
See how serious my face just was?
Exactly. I knew it would. Made a very bold statement yesterday. We're here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
What a moron.
I for the life of me, I'm not an Indiana fan. I'm not a Purdue fan. I don't dislike Purdue like you do. And I'd probably do that to Indiana, but we really haven't. The Indiana dislike has really disappeared from Kentucky fans, I think. I think it's
because we're irrelevant.
Well, in basketball, definitely. And we don't play you in football anymore, thank goodness.
Exactly.
But, I mean, yeah, back when we would play Indiana on a regular basis on football and basketball, I mean, the rivalry was there. It's absolutely disappeared now. And I've been trying to think, is there other teams like that? I mean, what are relatively new rivals for UK right now? Duke has been there a long time. North Carolina's been there a long time. Kansas has been there a long time. Clearly, U of L has been there a long time. Tennessee has been there a long time.
Guess you could make a case for South Carolina.
I think that's the perfect one.
But that's only in football. I don't feel like there's a rivalry there in basketball.
No, you're exactly right. And that was because of Shane Beamer and Mark Stoops. And now that's completely gone. I think that if UK beats them in football this year, I think that rivalry will win. Because, Shane Beamer will be gone. I think that's a deciding game for Shane Beamer. If UK and Will Stein beats South Carolina, his Shane Beamer's career is over at South Carolina. So I saw this. I went back and I was like, okay, I can't read this. I got to find the video where he says this. And the Purdue AD. And Tommy McClellan, he's got to be the laughingstock today.
Do you know the statistics?
Of what?
Of the championships?
I'm not following you.
The Indiana versus Purdue?
Oh, no, I do not.
Let me tell those to you.
Okay.
And then
is this for basketball or football?
For everything.
Okay.
And this will make him look like even more of an idiot. Indiana has won 25 team national championships.
Okay, so you're talking every sport.
Purdue has won 3.
Whoa.
Individual championships, Purdue has 31. Indiana has 163. Maybe you should have picked on somebody else, you dumb idiot.
Why would he do that? Truthfully, this is not a topic I would normally bring up because I don't care about Purdue. They're completely, as far as I'm concerned, the UK fan base, they're completely irrelevant. But to make a statement like that, you can't help but say something because I truly don't understand where this came from.
Well, he was, to me, it came off to me like he was trying to have his Kurt Signetti moment the first time he was ever introduced at a basketball game, and he had the whole, Purdue sucks, so does Michigan and Ohio State, and I just feel like that's what he was trying to do, but it's like you clearly picked on the wrong guy.
Well, yeah, especially since they're celebrating a national championship that they won just a few months ago. It's like, I really didn't understand it.
I think this is going to backfire on him.
Completely.
I mean, with recruits and I do. I think this gives Indiana a leg up because people are going to start delving into this stuff and they're going to be like, "What? Indiana's way more championships than Purdue. Why would he say that?"
Yeah,
this dude's delusional.
He's got to pick on somebody else, or just don't bring that up at all. Just say, "Hey, we're here to win championships," and leave it at that.
Exactly.
And if you're not here. Winning championships, go find another spot. Don't say Indiana. Just don't say anybody.
Yeah.
I found that probably one of the oddest things that I've heard in a long time.
Or John brought it up this morning on my show, and I thought it was a good mindset. But if you're going to bring up Indiana, at least follow it up with, don't go to Indiana because we're about to stop them from winning all these championships.
And that's a good point right there.
And then I'd have been okay with that.
Yeah, but it's still kind of silly, though. It's not as silly as this was, but that would be still somewhat silly. Mm-hmm. The other part I think is silly, Boston head coach, Boston College.
Oh, God.
You saw this.
This makes me mad, too.
And I like this guy, Luke Murray, who used to be assistant coach here in Louisville at U of L.
Yep.
Son of Bill Murray. He goes to his school. And the first thing he does as the brand new head basketball coach at Boston, what does he do? He fires the longtime radio announcers, the color and the play-by-play. And why, you might ask? He said Murray's reason was he didn't want any ties to the old staff. That's two things. I'm not sure which is dumber right there. And I look at this and I think, my goodness, why would you do something like that's like Mark Pope coming to Kentucky and saying, Tom Leach, thank you. See you later. You're a part of the old staff.
Exactly what I said earlier this week. Imagine that happening. People would lose their minds. These guys have been a part of 5 different coaching staffs. So to let them go because they were associated with the last coaching staff, I would argue they're not associated with the coaching staff. Do they have to interview him before and after every game? Sure. But are they part of the team and in team meetings and all that? No, because they're not part of the team. They're the broadcasting team.
They're part of the school.
It was ridiculous.
That's it. Exactly. That's what I thought.
Well, now you got these guys in the beginning of August who are out of a job. Are they going to be able to find full-time play-by-play work? No.
No. I just thought I didn't understand that. And I want to like Luke Murray. I want to root for him, but seeing something like this kind of makes me want to do the opposite because Bill Murray, his dad, is probably by far my favorite actor.
Really?
Comedic guy. Oh, yeah.
Out of everyone?
I have always loved Bill Murray. Really? So you're not that way?
Not a huge Bill Murray guy, no.
Oh, man, I am. Definitely.
That's obvious. I mean, also, that's probably a part of the time of when I grew up.
True.
Like
and
when
this
he
is
was-
time when I grew up.
When he was on his downhill slide, whereas you came up where he was popular and on the upward
Oh,
swing.
absolutely. Yeah. I watched him on Saturday Night Live. And then one of my all-time favorite movies is Caddyshack. And, of course, he stole the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to think of all the movies that I loved him. Stripes. Then you've got Ghostbusters. From there, you've got, I know I'm missing a bunch. Of course, I love Stripes was filmed here in Louisville in Fort
Groundhog
Knox.
Day is probably my favorite.
Groundhog Day is another really good one. I know there's a bunch out there.
Oh, he was in Space Jam. I forgot about that.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Not waiting for government.
How do you not name Kingpin?
Oh my gosh, man. How did I forget that?
Kingpin's a great
You're
movie.
exactly right. 48 Hanley said Groundhog Day. That's a great one. Kingpin is probably one of his most iconic ones. Man, I'm totally drawing a blank there. Schmidt, the Schmidt one was really good. But anyway, so there you go. I was disappointed to see that. Now, other part I was disappointed, but honestly, let's be honest, I don't know if any of us are surprised. UK wide receiver Hardly Gilmore was hardly on the team.
I was hoping you would bring this
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Been dismissed from the UK football team for violation of team rules. Have no idea what that means, but the thing I admire, I like, Stein is not wasting time with anybody that potentially is going to be a problem. I know, he was at UK originally, transferred to Nebraska.
Can I give the whole timeline?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
Give
I
it.
saw this during the break, and it's
All right.
pretty crazy.
All right,
so this
go.
is his timeline of his college football career.
It's crazy.
2023, August, enrolls at Kentucky. December 2024, enters the transfer portal. January 25, commits to Nebraska. April 25, enters the transfer portal. Again. April 25, returns to Kentucky. January 26, enters the transfer portal. January 26, commits to Louisville. January 12th, 4 days after he commits to Louisville, decommits from Louisville, and that same day commits to Baylor. Then in March 3rd of 2026, commits to Kentucky for a third time. Then, now he's obviously dismissed from the team after a violation of team rules. What a wild timeline.
It's kind of like, who's the player that kept doing that from Ohio State to South Carolina, Ohio State, back to South?
Yeah,
Wasn't that Michie Johnson?
Yep,
Was that his name?
Yep.
Yeah,
Good
Michie Johnson that did that. And I'm like, what is going on here? And of course Hardly Gilmore got arrested, didn't he? Down in while he was at Nebraska.
I don't remember that.
I think he did.
But I know he's kind of always had issues.
Yeah, listen, I wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he can wake up one day and say, you know what, maybe it's time I grow up and maybe it's time I take my life serious. Mm-hmm. And this young man clearly needs to. But my goodness, I feel bad for him. And it's got to be self-inflicted. It really does. And I just, I don't know. It's just one of those things I'm really sad for him. But, all right. Yesterday, college football playoffs announced that the top 3 seeds are going to be able to select their bowl path in the 12-team bracket.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, okay, you like that. Tell me why you like that.
I mean, I don't. Maybe you shouldn't be able to pick your path because as an Indiana fan, if that was a thing last year, I would not have taken the path that we got.
Yes. But it worked out in the end, didn't it?
Exactly. It worked out in the end. But if you give teams that freedom, maybe you make the wrong choice every now and then.
And see, that's a great, you're going exactly where I want you to go, because can it make a difference? Can it potentially change things for a particular team? Because, it's going to be the top 3 teams. So it goes in order. So the first team, second team, then third team. All in order to get their choices. Now, can it potentially say, hey, man, I think we screwed up? Because the first team's going to get all the right choices if they do. They could meet a team that gets really hot at the end, and all of a sudden they get upset. Then you start questioning, well, did we make the right choice there?
Yeah.
Sometimes it works in the benefit. Sometimes it doesn't. I lean towards I like this because those top three teams deserve to be where they are because they've worked through the entire year. Unless you're Notre Dame, then they don't. But I'm never going to stop with that comment, by the way, that mindset. But I just believe that the top three teams typically have the toughest way to go and deserve to be where they are, and they should be allowed to choose where they go. I don't know. It adds a point of strategy for teams, and head coaches.
Which, I don't know, maybe don't always want to think about that sort of thing. Maybe just want to let the standings work it out themselves. But, yeah, I mean, for instance, last year I would have, instead of being in that game where Indiana was, where you had to play the winner of Alabama or Oklahoma, I would have much rather been in Georgia's spot where you're playing the winner of Tulane and Ole Miss, and Ole Miss ends up rolling to the semifinals. Maybe that's wouldn't have been the best path for Indiana.
I don't know. I look at it now and think, okay, yeah, it could have completely changed the outlook for IU. Because, the other part is you're picking that out, and then all of a sudden another team gets upset from another bracket. It's like, oh, we could have had
switch?
easier. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, no, dude, you're too late. You already made your decision. So it's risky, but it's as an outsider watching this, I think it adds a point of interest for the strategy. I would love to hear those conversations.
Yeah.
After the season's over, wouldn't it be fun to hear the coaches talk about how they picked the path that they wanted to play? Especially the ones that lose.
I could see it now. Documentary with the top three coaches.
Yes.
Path to the playoffs.
I love that. Yes.
And just them going through their mindset of
Yes.
of what path they think would be the best. That would be very entertaining.
I would watch it. Yeah, without a doubt. And I think I don't think it has to be like a series. It's just one.
Yeah, just one
1 hour show.
Exactly. Yep.
And you're done.
And then after it's over, you can release the full bracket.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, I'm all for this. I'd like to see something like this happen. So anyway, we got to take another break. When we come back, I do want to talk about there's a law case going on. I don't know if you saw this or not, but a woman is suing the New York Yankees. We'll talk about that as soon as we get back. Have you seen this, Justin, or no? You have? Okay. Yeah. I want to know how you feel about this. Stay right there. More Just the Cats coming up right after this break. 502-384-1450. You want to call 502-414-1450. You want to text in on the Whiskey Thief text line. One thing I missed about Chris Collinsworth last night saying something, we didn't even talk about it, and I completely forgot, and somebody just texted me and said, Michael, why aren't you talking about this? Chris Collinsworth made the comment on the broadcast, Haynes King is the white Lamar Jackson.
I missed that.
Is that true? Is he the white? Maybe Lamar Jackson is the black Haynes King.
I don't think Haynes King will have anything close to the career Lamar Jackson has had.
It'll probably be far better. Okay.
Less fumbling, maybe.
Ooh, but has Lamar Jackson had a good career?
I would say absolutely.
Has he had a great career?
I would say you're fringing on great, yeah.
You're fringing on it? What does he need to do to make it a great career in the NFL?
Win the big one.
Yeah, exactly. And that's true for any quarterback, isn't it?
Yeah, which a lot of people say Lamar can't win the big one. So we'll see.
And I'm one of them. I just don't think he's going to. So, anyway.
Well, now he's got to deal with Mike McCarthy-led Steelers, baby. Ooh.
Why do you like that?
I don't.
I was going to say, what are you talking about? The one thing I am excited about is former Bucs coach. We won't get to hear it here. John Gruden is going to do play-by-play announcing. We've talked about it with one of his former players. You know this, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't know this?
Mm-mm.
I thought you did.
No.
So John Gruden is literally going to do play-by-play, not color. Play-by-play.
He's never done play-by-play.
Exactly. His color guy is going to be one of his former players, Rondé Barber.
Okay.
In an exhibition game, it's going to be the Bucs versus the Chiefs, August 22nd.
That should be entertaining.
I think it'd be great. Rondé Barber is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's done sideline for a while, and I think he does a nice job. John Gruden, I don't know if I want him to be my play-by-play guy. I want him to be my color guy.
I think he would do a fine job.
I think he'll do a fine job, but again,
I'm with you. I mean, I'd rather hear him in color.
Yeah, I would. Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth do a nice job. They're the best in the business. But when it was Mike Tirico and John Gruden, wasn't even close.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mike Tirico and John Gruden. They were by far the best.
John Gruden with anybody.
Hey, well, I don't know if with anybody. I don't think Jim Nantz could work well with John Gruden.
Are you kidding me? Jim Nantz is the GOAT. He could work
You
well
are
with
correct. No, I don't think so. I think Mike Tirico knew how to let John Gruden do his thing. I don't think Jim Nantz would tolerate John Gruden doing his thing.
I think
he'd grow tired of it. Okay, let's talk about the New York Yankees. So back in June, there was a game where a young lady was watching the Yankees play, New York Yankees play Cleveland. And player Jose Ramirez, one of their greats, obviously, lost the grip on his bat, and the bat went flying over the protective net, ultimately to hit this lady in her seat while she was sitting there, striking her in the head. And this happened back on June 2nd in New York. She claims the impact of the bat hitting her knocked her out of the seat, caused a traumatic brain injury, concussion, light sensitivity, and permanent damage to her neck and hands. Now she was suing the New York Yankees for $10 million. She claims the Yankees did not provide adequate screening. Of course, this is now lawyer talk. Does she have a case, Justin?
I think she has a case. $10 million worth, probably not, but she'll get some money out of this. No,
really? Because there are a number of fans that started sending pictures out when they saw this that show signs on the back of every seat there that says, be alert for bats and or balls where she was seated.
Now, I've kind of contradicted myself because when we were talking about the whole TBT thing and people sitting on the floor, I said, you know the risks when you sit down there.
Yes.
And you know the risk when you sit down at a baseball game as well.
Absolutely. Pay attention.
But the fact that net is there, you are led to believe that protects you basically at all times.
I still think you're required to pay attention. And the fact that there's signs on the back of those seats, beware for balls or indoor bats. Listen, well, $10 million seems extreme.
Yeah. But I mean,
and I think why not? I bet the lawyer said, let's ask for more and hope that we get $5 million.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're dealing with the New York Yankees and you know that they have the money they do, yeah, you start high.
But that's going to set a precedent. It's like everybody will want to get hit by a ball or a bat. Oh, I'm injured. Give me $5 million. That's the part that concerns me. Where does it end? When you go to a sporting event, expect things like this to happen. Mm-hmm. That's the risk you take as a spectator. And if you're not paying attention to the game, that's on you.
But at the same time, as hard as it is to live these days financially, I mean, if I can't sit here and say I wouldn't do the same thing if I was her.
Really?
Yeah. You're telling me I can get $10 million out of the Yankees and I can do whatever I want the rest of my life? Hell yeah, sign me up.
You want to have a permanent brain injury so you can have $10 million.
I'll deal with a concussion temporarily and sensitive lights for the rest of my life if it means $10 million.
Well, except the lawyer takes 33.3% of that. You know
that's not the deal we're working on.
We're already negotiating. All right, yeah. Any lawyer out there want to talk to Justin right now? He's ready to lay his head down on a bat.
I'll give you 15%.
Oh, my. 15%?
Yeah. That's it.
Jeez. No, I think this is ridiculous because what concerns me now is everybody's going to complain, well, I got hit by a baseball. Oh, you hit a home run. Guess what? I didn't have a protective screen. My hand hurts. I want some money.
I think there's a big difference between a ball and a bat, though.
Well, there is a big difference size, but there's not a big difference because it's the same. A ball can do just as much damage as a bat can.
I mean, I guess, but it's like with a bat, it's like imagine someone flinging a 2x4 at you.
Yeah, you're right.
Versus just throwing a baseball at your head. I would think the 2x4 would hurt worse.
I'm not convinced of that. A 2x4 is not going to go as fast as a baseball is. A baseball is going to come much faster at you, especially when it's hit off of a bat.
I watched the video. That bat came out of his hands pretty dang quick.
It did, but can you imagine that there used to be a time when you didn't have those protective screens down there? I have a friend that I grew up with. His dad was at a Redbirds game and got hit by a bat, and he was never the same again.
Did he sue him?
I don't remember if they sued him or not. I'm not going to say his name, but this is many years back in the 80s. But I think he got something from them. Now, whether it was as a result of a lawsuit or not, I don't know, but this concerns me.
I mean, here's what I would have done if I were her. And I live in New York. I'm going to go up to them and I'm going to be like, hey, thinking about taking legal action because of all this, but if y'all don't want to pay me out financially, just give me season tickets for 10 years. That way, if I can't make it to a game, I can then sell those season tickets, and eventually, over time, I will make that money that I could have.
I think you're missing out a prime part of it too. Not just season tickets, but free concession.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
all the beer I want to drink, all the popcorn, hot dogs, all of it.
Oh, why stop there? I want a handshake with Aaron Judge and a signature before every game.
Here we go. Before every game?
Every game.
Oh, come on.
Matter of fact, I want to come down on the field and I want to pitch BP to Aaron Judge.
Now you're sounding like Akron. You texted me yesterday, which I thought was funny. You said, I told you this was a good idea. Go ahead and tell him what Akron said yesterday. If you missed it, I was one of the subject matters was Akron is giving away for a season ticket holder to become the assistant OC, offensive coordinator, for a game, the very first game, which is against Robert Morris. And I thought, well, is anybody really going to sign up? And what happened, Justin? Because you sent it to me. Kudos to you, and you were right.
For the first time in school history, Akron's football suites are sold out.
The suites?
The suites.
Okay, that's the suites. That's not the season ticket holders, though. The normal people
those are
sitting in the
season ticket holders.
You're right.
Those are people who probably wanted in on the action so they could call that first drive.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
Suck on that.
One person texted in, Michael, size does matter.
No, it doesn't.
One person said, this sounds like a scam George Costanza would pull on the Yankees. I know I know that's a reference for Seinfeld, but I hate to say I didn't watch that show. So one person said, well, if you look back at the back of your ticket, it has a disclaimer saying pay attention for objects leaving the field. So there you go. He's right.
But does that what's the word I'm looking for? I've forgotten all my lawyer terms. Does that make them okay, though, just because the tickets say that?
Well, I mean, they have it everywhere. They got it, all right, because he's right. They have it on the back of the ticket. They have it on the back of the chair. But what the claim is the lawyer saying is that, well, it wasn't protective enough because clearly it came down and hit her, and now she's injured. So it's going to be a debate whether it's enough or not. And her lawyer is going to say it wasn't enough. So she wasn't supplied enough protection from baseballs or bats. But my whole point is they're still going to get through. They're always going to get through. There's always going to be a foul ball that goes straight up in the air and come right down, knocking the head, even though you got protective net in front of you. There's always going to be a bat that potentially can go to the top of the net and come down and fall on you. You just have to be where you were sitting, where she was sitting. She has to be more aware. And I guarantee you she wasn't paying attention to the ball game at all.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think specifically in a spot where she's sitting, you are way less likely to get hit by anything. So therefore, in my opinion, you can pay less attention.
I'm there to pay attention to the ball.
Because that's where the nets are the highest around that whole field.
Yeah, but I'm there to pay attention to the ball game. And I bet, listen, here's what's going to happen. They're going to go back and figure a way to find cameras that have her spotlighted so they can watch, was she paying attention to the game at all? And that's going to be their reasoning to fight against this. And they'll probably settle with something. Oh, yeah. I get it, the Yankees can't afford this, but I just don't want this to become rampant to where everybody's suing all these baseball teams or any of these sports events. And then what do we do at that point?
There's so many people out there looking to sue somebody every day.
And that's what drives me nuts. It just is like
easy paycheck.
Probably so. Rajon Rondo and former UK baseball pitcher Brandon Webb have been selected for the Kentucky Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations to both. Mm-hmm. Rondo played in the NBA for, good gosh, I thought it was more than this, though. It said 16 years. For some reason, I had 18, 20 years in my mind.
A long time.
16 years, still a long time, exactly. He was selected to 4 All-Star games, 2 NBA championships. Should his jersey be hanging at Rupp Arena?
I would say it will be eventually.
What's taking so long?
Although wasn't he only? No, he was more than a 1-year guy, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he played 3 years.
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely.
So he should be. Now the 1-year guys. What is the break? Do you think for all the guys that were there for a year? Anthony Davis, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, the list goes on. Do they deserve to have their jerseys one day hanging at Rupp Arena? They were only there 1 year. That's what I worry about. Although I think those guys were very impactful.
Yeah, and especially the championship ones.
See, that's where I kind of worry. Anthony Davis won a championship there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, that's tough.
I still look back at that first team Cal had at UK. I still think that was a team that should have won a championship. Mm-hmm. It really frustrates me that team did not win a championship. So you think the championship years makes a difference over the ones that did not make a championship?
Yeah, but then that's also taken away from the ones that didn't get a championship. Like the 15 guys, those 1 year guys, they went 39-0.
Yeah, Willie Cauley-Stein's one of them.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that has to be acknowledged as well.
Cat, I mean, do you think Karl Anthony Towns deserves to be on the ceiling one day?
All I know is I'm glad I'm not in charge of making the.
See, I'm right there with you. But there's a number of players that have gotten up there, and I know Rajon Rondo hadn't got up there. It's like, what are we waiting on? Mm-hmm. I didn't understand that. So, all right, we got to take our last break. When we come back, I do want to talk about a little bit about women's basketball, and a ranking came out yesterday that's really impressive. And plus, We got to talk about this traffic guy in Cincinnati, too. Don't forget that as well. And I'll get back to your text, 502-414-1450. I know you're going to hate me. I'm not a Kiss fan.
No wonder your wife doesn't like you.
She doesn't like him either. We saw him in concert one time, and they were unique. It was they were the warm up band for Aerosmith.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a band from Memphis. There are 3 bands this night. It was at Freedom Hall. I think it was at Freedom Hall, and a band from Memphis. They were really good. Then Kiss came on, and they were unique. I mean, that's a light.
I like
thing.
Kiss.
Do you? Okay, good.
Especially this song, because have you ever seen the movie Role Models?
I don't think I have.
So there's a funny part in that movie where this song comes on, and
right.
one of the main characters he sings, "I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day." and the other character he goes, it's party every day. The guy's like, well, I don't have time to party every day. I can only party for part of the day. It's so funny.
That's good. I know. I've gotten addicted to this one show now. It's out years ago, 20 years ago, Arrested Development.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never watched it before. And I've seen so many bits of it, bits and pieces on it on social media. It's like, okay, I got to go watch this show. And I have to say, it's pretty funny.
Oh, so you actually have went and watched it?
Oh, I'm gone now to start watching it. Yeah, between that and Danny McBride show down in what is
Eastbound and Down?
Eastbound and Down. Yeah. Man, that's really funny.
That's crazy. Arrested Development debuted in 2003.
I know, exactly. We're talking 23 years ago. So I'm watching shows 23 years old.
That is nuts.
Yeah, and it's got a great list of cast members on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it. Yeah, I mean, anyway. Josh texted out, $20 says her phone was in her hand as the bat hit her. Listen, I'm not taking the bet because I think you're right.
Probably.
There's a video, and I don't remember if her phone was in her hand, but I think she was turned to watch.
You can't see her when the bat hits her.
Yeah.
You only get the camera only
really?
pans to her after it had hit her.
Okay, but I guarantee you there's cameras all over that stadium, and they have the whole incident. Mm-hmm. They'll have it in court.
But you know it was bad because that in the video, if you watch it, there's a little girl. She's just standing there with her hands covering her mouth like, holy smoke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, exactly. That's the part I didn't like, showing the little girl. But speaking of tragedy, yesterday morning in Cincinnati, Ohio, there was a wreck on I-71. Why do I talk about this? Because the traffic guy was doing the traffic spot on live television as the wreck happened behind him.
Oh, no.
And he turns around to see it and goes, oh, shit. And didn't complete the word. And then he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. Because he realized what he said. It is, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It is a funny, funny video. Because I've literally never seen this happen before. Because, we all watch the traffic reports in the morning. Or at least I do. And to see the traffic, and I'm trying to figure out what the car was doing. It was trying to merge on when it's not supposed to merge onto the expressway. You know how they have that solid white line when you're merging off a ramp? And he cuts over, and I'm like, where are you looking? Because he literally runs into a car that is sitting there in the artificial island. And are you looking it up right now?
Oh.
Exactly. What is that driver doing to run into that car? Clearly, he was looking back. He's going to have, you talk about a lawsuit, there's going to be a lawsuit against him. And he's going to lose.
You're saying the guy that was sitting there or the driver?
The driver. Yeah, the guy sitting there did nothing wrong. So he was having car problems or whatever.
So you think the one that crashed in the back of him was trying to merge?
Oh, absolutely, because it was trying to cut in front of a whole bunch of people and not pay attention to that the ramp goes a little further, and he kind of cut through the artificial, those solid white lines. They call it an artificial island.
What a doof.
Oh yeah, but the traffic guy, his response was priceless, and then his realization of exactly what he said. I love that. It's kind of like the one news guy is a black guy that was talking real serious on the news, and a bug flies into his mouth, and then he goes all this cracker-tan. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That, yeah.
Oh, I love that one. But yeah, this kind of ranks up there with it. I enjoyed it. So go look up that one.
Almost makes me want to start watching the news.
Oh, you don't watch the news at all? I do in the morning.
No, I rarely do.
Really?
I watch the news.
Okay. I watch it for two things.
I read the news, but I don't watch it.
I watch the news for two things: weather, sports. I don't really pay attention to anything else. And I don't watch national news at all. I have zero interest in that. But UK is the only school in the nation with men's basketball, women's basketball, football, and baseball teams who have top 10 transfer portal classes.
How about that?
Congratulations, Kentucky. Men's basketball was ranked number 2 in transfer portal class. Women's basketball number 6, football number 10, and baseball number 8.
Number 6 for women's?
Yeah.
What are we doing, Kenny?
Oh, come on now.
Pick it up.
Oh, jeez, man.
You're going to let Mark Pope get number 2 and you get number 6. Come on, man.
Who was more? I think that's a fair question. Who was more impressive? Men's basketball, women's basketball, football, or baseball?
Women.
I disagree.
What?
It's got to be football.
Last year? Or what they did? You're asking what they did in the transfer portal.
What they did in the transfer portal.
But that's the thing is we don't know how all that's going to work out.
You're right, but taking a football program that was going to the point of being non-existent and turning it around and coming here within months, and you have the 10th ranked portal class.
That's going to lead you to a 4-8 record.
Oh, man. Okay, again, but it is quite an accomplishment what he did.
I'm not saying.
Only a few months here. At least Mark Pope, Kenny Brooks, and Nick Mingione have been here a while. Will Stein has only been here months, not even a year.
Yeah, but Will Stein is also in his mid-30s, and none of those guys are.
All right, fine. My gosh, man, you are hard to please
No,
sometimes.
he connects better with the recruits, so therefore I'm not surprised at all that he was able to pull a good transfer class.
I'm moving on. Just whatever you say.
No, I'm not letting you move on. I want to continue down this road.
We're done. We're going on another way.
Next 7 minutes.
Good gosh, man. And you know what? That 7 minutes, it's going to be the longest now because you've really frustrated me by what you just said there, okay? UK women's basketball to play Virginia December 20th in Nashville as a part of the, I've never heard of this, Sprouts Farmers Market. That's a real mouthful right there. Part of the ESPNW Invitational, which I think is great. This will be only the 3rd time that Kentucky's played the Cavaliers women's basketball. I like this.
Now they're about to get whooped.
By who?
Virginia is about to get whooped.
Oh, I thought you meant Kentucky was.
Heck, no, Kentucky, they're going undefeated. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Kenny Brooks, baby.
Okay, yeah, I know your love for him. The other games that that's going to be played is UConn and LSU. This is really a nice series here because, a lot of people turn in for UConn and LSU and watch Kentucky and Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Kentucky holds the record right now, 2-0 over Virginia. The other 2 times that they met. So it'll be 3-0 now.
It will be.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
definitely. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I think it'll be a fun series right there. I just don't know who Sprouts Farmers Market is, but I bet we'll know. Huh?
I don't think you need to know, right?
We don't need to know?
No, what's it matter?
Oh, they're sponsoring it. I mean, that's part of sponsoring something like that. You're supposed to know who they are.
Yeah, but you're giving them what they want if you buy in and try to figure out who they are.
But that's what they want, exactly.
No, I know, but
why shouldn't I why should I not give in?
I want to be a rebel and not give them what they want.
Oh my gosh!
You've already said their name more times than I would have.
Really?
Yeah.
Sprouts Farmers Market? I want to know who Sprouts Farmers Market is. I might go down to the market and get some sprouts. At this point, I don't know what they are. I mean, is this the last name of somebody, or are they selling literal sprouts?
Probably sprouts.
From the farm. And what is a sprout?
Green.
Thank you. That tells me everything I need. By the way, the Kentucky tomatoes are out next door. I don't know if you saw that? Yeah.
I was actually just sitting here thinking, I think I'm going to go grab a breakfast sandwich there.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, they got we're talking 2 different places.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Okay. Well, the little market down there, not the
that's where I'm going.
Not the gas station.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, Kentucky tomatoes are out. I am fascinated by whoever is marketing their sign there, why they're putting stuff like this up.
Let me know when you see the Texas grapefruit.
Listen, I'm to a point now I want Texas grapefruit again. I would, listen, I'm all about Texas grapefruit, but the Kentucky tomatoes are out. So that's what you got to concentrate on. Well, they're tomatoes from Kentucky, clearly.
Clearly.
I mean, I don't know anything about tomatoes, but when the Kentucky tomatoes are out, I got to get some. St. X is number 1 for the National High School standings in the Max Prep Cup. How do you like that?
The hell's the Max Prep Cup?
I have no idea, but that's the most championships you can get, I think, in every sport. It's kind of like the what's the cup that they have in college that you can win when you win the most championships for your athletic department? Yeah, I think it's the same thing. And out of all the high schools in the United States, St. X was number 1, and Trinity was up there. They were just a spot out of the top 10. They were at number 11. I thought that was rather impressive. So, and of course, all our guys here, TJ, he went to St. X, didn't he?
TJ did.
TJ Walker did? Yeah. So he was bragging about that, and you should.
You were talking about the Capital One.
Capital One Cup, that's it. I think this is the same thing. The Max Preps Cup is the same thing as the Capital One Cup, except on the high school level.
That would make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
St. X is pretty dominant in a lot of things.
But they're not dominated in football anymore, though. Isn't it Trinity?
They just got a new coach, so
Oh, they did? So
nobody
it's getting
really
ready to
knows
change.
what's going to happen.
Oh.
But no, Trinity is the top-ranked school in Kentucky. But I mean, think about all the other programs St. X has, like their swimming and diving, golf. I mean, they're dominant in a lot of sports.
Who's better in basketball, Trinity or St. X? I don't even know.
St. X most years.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations to St. Xavier here in Louisville, Kentucky, for getting the number 1 Max Prep Cup out of all the high schools in the country. I just think that's an amazing feat, and I didn't go to school there, but I'm going to congratulate them. And Trinity, too, for being in the top 11.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations.
Trinity finished number 1 nationally, I believe, in basketball last year.
Did they? Nationally?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for them. I mean, and hopefully a lot of these guys just end up going to Kentucky. So you got any plans for the weekend?
I think I'm going to do some golfing tomorrow.
I am too.
Then other than that, no, not really.
Yeah, I hope not. I got to go out to the track in the morning and Sunday morning. And then I got to run to church. So then that's basically it.
If you drive to church, you probably get there quick.
Okay, all right. I'll drive my car there, and I'll go there and listen to what they have to say and then leave, okay? How positive is that? I mean, come join me, Westport Road Church of Christ. I'll be there Sunday morning, 9 a.m. But anyway, have a great weekend, everyone. I appreciate the week. This has been a fun week. We're getting just closer and closer to football.
Woo!
And, now we're getting into more of football talk starting next week, and then guess what? We get basketball after that. It's just this summer's flown by. But anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday on Just the Cats.